Hello. Long time no see. We have so much to catch up on when it comes to everything that's been going on at Haven Hill. Springtime brings lots of changes, as I'm sure you well know, when it comes to animals and gardening and everything. So, well, actually, I'm getting ready to head out, and I have a friend that just dropped this off to me. I don't know, it's probably gonna be backwards, so she knows me well. It's a Carhartt hat, and then she stitched on the back, Haven Hill, it's backwards. How cool is that? So, we are headed out to go do updates on animals today. Primarily our Holland Lop. You guys, I have said you need an update on the Holland Lop. You need an update on the Holland Lops. These little stinkers, you will not believe what I'm getting ready to show you. Well, actually not officially show you yet, but next week we will be showing. But what I'm getting ready to tell you. Let's just say some things have transpired. And some of this is a little bit hard, but I'm gonna try and explain it in a way that, like, if your kids are watching, they can learn about Holland Lops. So, come along, let's go. I'm almost ready. Okay, so I feel like you need a little backstory on some of the things that have taken place with these buns. And actually, hold on. My name is Meg. If you are new to this space and place that we lovingly call Haven Hill, welcome, welcome. And you're along on our journey as we restore so much of this land when we purchased this about 1.5 years ago. And as we are restoring the land and eventually the house and some of the barns and different things, we are really trying to make this land beautiful. So we've made some audacious goals when it comes to gardening this year, and just different things. So come along on our journey. But today we're actually going to talk about the Holland Lops. Okay, so the backstory. Let me give you the backstory. Okay, so if you don't know, we have 2 Holland Lop Bunnies. For Christmas this year, we gave bunnies to our girls. Actually, let me make sure that, okay, good. I had to make sure the microphone's on. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so we gave our girls a boy and a girl Holland Lop Bunny. We did this because, one, bunnies are relatively easy to care for. We've had a bit of a journey with that, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, we had our bunny for about a week when our female somehow broke her leg. We don't know how. We think she got it caught in her cage. That's the only thing we can think of. We don't really know. Anyway, that was a very long journey to get her to healthy. I will post the video to some of that journey down low. But part of the reason why we want Holland Lop Bunnies and why we think everybody should have Holland Lop Bunnies, especially if you live out in the country, is their poop is so good as fertilizer for your garden, and you don't have to compost it. Now, we do compost ours sometimes throughout the year, but lately I've just been putting it on our garden, and I can tell that is a very good thing. So their poop is prolific, and when I say prolific, I mean prolific. So when we clean out their cages, if we don't need it, we go compost it. If we do need it for our gardens, I will take a wheelbarrow and just start spreading it around. So that's one reason. 2, they're very quiet, they're sweet, they're, like I said, easy animals to care for. They can be cuddly if you get them early enough and you work with them. They're just great, they're just wonderful animals. Okay, so now, that's the backstory. Let me tell you what has happened. We're talking about the Holland Lop Bunnies. Okay, So about a month ago, Jason and I got away, and some of our kids stayed with my parents up in Michigan. Some of the kids stayed here with Jason's parents, and my son that was still here was caring for all the animals. Well, he called me one day and he goes, while we were gone, and he said, "Hey, Mom." Oh, no, he didn't call me. He told me, which I was actually kind of glad. He told me when we got home, right? He said, "Yeah, I forgot to tell you what." Yeah, go ahead. What happened?
He let them both. Opal's cage wasn't lashed all the way, so she got out while Gus was out, so they mated.
That's right. So Opal is the female. She bunnies they are a bit of escape artists, aren't they? And we're not sure if Gus let her out. We need to put a video camera in there, or if Opal just got out. We don't know. So we got home, he told me this story, and I'm like, well, she's pregnant. But see, she broke her leg, and we were encouraged by our vet to probably not have her. She was afraid it was gonna be too much stress for her if she was pregnant. Well, she got pregnant. And so a gestation for a bunny is 31 to 35 days. And about 32 to 33 days later, I don't remember the exact count, she delivered. Now this is the hard part. It's very normal, just so you know, for a first-time bunny mom to have stillborn babies. All 5, she had 5 of her babies were stillborn. That was very hard. We had noticed she had started making nests in the corner. So see, we weren't exactly sure because we didn't witness anything. I'm like, surely she has to be pregnant. Their bodies don't change a ton. I feel like her rolls filled out a little bit, and you couldn't actually find her teats because they're just so small. So, I mean, I know that they were there, obviously, but anyway, all that to say, one day, one afternoon, Willow and I went out there and she was acting really weird, and Willow picked her up, and she was delivering at that time her second, I think? No,
first.
That was her first?
Yeah.
And it was dead, like it never took a breath. And that's what happened. It was over probably a couple hour period. She delivered all 5 and not one ever took a breath. So that was hard, but at the same time, we had been prepped. That's very common. So now, then what happened? You remember? So it was so then I contacted the breeder and I said, how long do you usually, she handled it very well. Like she didn't show any signs of stress before or after. She did what, a typical bunny does when it comes to making her nest and all the things. But I contacted the breeder and I said, we might try to breed her in I don't know, what is the normal rest time? And she said, well, probably a solid month. You could even go as long as 6 weeks, just since it was her first time. Well, about a week and a half later, I go in there to check on them, and what did we find?
More babies.
No, we didn't find more babies. Not yet, she's getting ready to.
Oh.
We found her and Gus out of their cage, and Gus had just finished mating her again. And So then,
yeah.
we think he is the one that is actually letting her out, right? So now,
she's gonna have some more babies.
She's supposed to have more babies, and now it is very obvious she is pregnant because we know a little bit more what to look for with her body. Okay, so next week, Wednesday, between Wednesday and Friday, she should have these babies. And I'm hoping, I definitely wish for her sake more time would have passed, but it didn't. So we're very hopeful that this will be successful, but we're just not quite sure. So that is the update with these crazy things. And now let me just say, we take a lot more precaution when it comes time to closing there. So we always let one out for half of the day and then the other one out, and now we tie the other one extra close beyond the latching to make sure they can't get out. It has been quite an adventure. So that's the update. Now let me show you these sweet little buns. This is their area. They have been fed this morning. They have, oops, sorry about that. They've been fed this morning. They have all these sweet little toys that Willow loves making them. And they are doing well. So this is Opal. She's not started nesting anything yet. She started burying herself a little bit, which is exactly what she did last time. So when we have her hay in there, sometimes, or what happened right beforehand is she started burying herself. So she's done that a little bit. And my guess is probably next Wednesday or Thursday, her nest will be ready and she will be ready to deliver it. We'll see. And she, yesterday, Willow was grooming her, and she was able to help her get some of her fur out. She would be naturally molting. And you see, she is hopping so well. We can tell that it's not, her leg is a little bit different than the other one, but my goodness, she has healed so well from having that broken leg. It's been really encouraging to see, and she just seems so happy. And this is Gus. He is a good male. He just very much likes his females, or female in this case. Oh my. You can see. Okay, let me show you. I know this is gonna be gross for some people, but we just cleaned their cage out a few days ago. So we try to clean this out often because we do want the poop. I don't have gloves on right now. I don't really want to get poop all over my hands, but you can see there is a lot of poop there. And then Gus, the boys actually have even more. So we will clean that out again soon, and actually probably today or probably tomorrow. And I'll start putting it in more spots that I need. Fertilizer. Hey Rico, this is Rico. Willow's trying to get Opal right now. And I've introduced Rico before. A few weeks ago, he went off for probably a solid week and he came home. Well, not quite a week, it's about 5 days. And he came home with an injured leg. So we have been babying him and he is doing fantastic again, thankfully. He is a sweet cat. And I haven't even given you a full update on the cats yet, but that's Skittles and she is getting ready to have babies as well. Lots of exciting things happen on the farm in the spring. Hey, Oops. Hey. She also needs a good old nail trim. Yeah, don't ya?
It's okay.
She's just so fuzzy. You're a sweet girl. I don't remember if I've shared this here or on Instagram, but I will say the greatest blessing, okay, another friend of ours calls it our bunny philosophy. The greatest blessing has ended up being that she actually, now I would never want her to have a broken leg again, but she is so cuddly. She completely trusts us, all because during that time with a broken leg, she got to know us very well because she had to, and she learned that she could trust us. So we got these guys when they were about 6 months old. So we're excited to be able to work with her babies if all goes well this round. I'm so hopeful that it does. And be able to raise them in a way where they'll be held, you know, pretty early on. And maybe they will be even more just personable. They are so sweet. Okay, let's take you into the brooder area. So, I have posted a little bit about this or shared these stories on Instagram. We have our chocolate runners and our hybrid 300. Oh, I don't remember what they're called. Our ducks came in a couple weeks ago. They are doing well. We did lose one, arrived dead, and then over the about 24 to 48 hours later, 3 more had passed away. They were definitely smaller and weaker. Then all of these chicks, we are raising our chicks and the ducks together, which they seem to be doing fantastic with that. All of the chicks are Easter eggers, and they are doing fantastic. So they will all start integrating as soon as the weather. The chicks could probably go out with the rest of our flock, but we want to try to keep them with our ducks. And they could probably all go out. Well, the chicks could go out now, but we're not. I would say just as soon as that weather evens out just a bit. I don't know, I'm hoping in a couple weeks. Okay, more updates. Oh, good golly. Irish, go on. Irish loves chasing these chickens. Okay, let's see. Updates. All of our hens now are laying. We are hen sitting for some friends, 2 of theirs. They got integrated into our flock, a week or so ago. And hey guys, they're doing well. Hi. We gave them a couple weeks. We were gonna do just a week. We ended up giving them 2 weeks. Do you hear that noise? Somebody's being very impatient as they're waiting to lay. Ooh, so sorry. Oh my goodness. Let me show you this a minute. There are empty nesting boxes, but she must want this particular one. What do we have going on in here? Oh, are you going broody, sister? A couple eggs in there. These are the ones we are hen sitting. And there's really not been any fighting, but they definitely stand by themselves a lot. Hopefully they'll all become friends. I don't know. That's not really the chicken world. Okay, here is the update with our sheep. Winnie and Wonder, oh boy. They've both had a journey, but especially the little one. That's who coziest petting. We're trying to work through a couple things with her. We're not exactly sure all that's going on. We thought it was croup. It's a long story that will require probably a different video. Anyway, she's doing well. She's here, but we're still working through things with her. And they are sweet. Having sheep has been so much fun. Wonder is a pistol. Okay, and I just have to show you this. But let's do a little garden update too. I mean, not that there's much to show other than things that are popping up. This is a peony. Oh, hello, Winnie. That I'm hoping she doesn't eat. Could you get her out of the garden? Oh, she's gonna drink that water. It's okay. You guys, I planted 4 peonies last year. I thought all of them died. You can't see that far one. It's down pretty low still. I thought all of them died. I actually ripped that one out, or so I thought. Can you see it right there? All of them are coming up this year, and this one is looking amazing. The daffodils are looking lovely. These were a little sign of beauty when we actually moved here. And it's looking like everything that we planted last year, especially only the perennials, are all growing. If I can keep her out of the tulips, it would be wonderful. Get on. Come on. Yeah, come on. No. So the sheep in theory are not going to be free range. They're definitely not going to be free range. But where their fencing is, there's just not quite enough grass yet. So they kind of hang out with us as long as they stay out of the garden. Okay, get her out of. So my goal throughout the summer is to kind of do these weekly or bi-weekly garden tours. I think some of the time weekly will be amazing because there's going to be so much change. But it is a good place to start because I want to remember this. I want to go back and look. The daffodils, my goodness, I feel like there's so many more than last year, but I don't know if that's even true. All the perennials out front here, except one, I think survived. Winnie. She's the one that's the most attached. Run out there with her. Run to the front. Run to the front. This is actually good to see. Oh, she has not done that for a while. And then she like scares herself because she pees. Okay, I think that's good for the update today. This might end up being longer than what I thought. But yeah, it's Easter weekend. Today's Good Friday. I'm hoping that I'll have time tomorrow to edit this before and get it posted even. Wouldn't that be miraculous? Just before Sunday. I will not be doing anything on Sunday, but you may not see it until next week, and that's just, is what it is. But I hope this finds you all well. Thanks for joining me in an update of everything that's kind of going on here. Stay tuned. So much is changing every day, and that's one of the things I just absolutely love about spring. So much is coming back to life. Lots of babies are getting ready to be born. Hopefully bunnies will all be alive. We have, oh, it's twisted.
Hey, you realize that tree fell down?
Oh, it sure did.
I just looked over.
Oh my goodness, we just saw a tree that fell down. Did I tell you that the cats, like both of our female cats are pregnant? We will be getting rid of those. I mean, like giving them away. We might keep a couple, but that's exciting. It's really, really exciting. And then we have all of the baby ducks and chicks, which will be so fun to watch as they start to change as well. So anyway, stay tuned for more, and yeah, feel free to share this video of our journey, and have a lovely weekend, or whenever you see this, have a lovely week. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later.